What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Truck Talk, brought to you by me, inspired by my man Chili. So if you guys haven't heard, Mr. Chad Wright, who typically sits in this seat, is out. Well, he decided to bicycle across Colorado. So he's probably 300 miles into the Colorado trail race. Probably pushing his bike with James Ward right about now. Probably thinking about eating something and where he's gonna sleep for the night. So y'all keep thinking about him. He'll be through this thing before too long. So till then, you're stuck with me and Blake and Cornbread. So if you haven't already, go check out their Truck Talks. They did a great job. I wanted to talk to you guys today about kind of an old article. It's something that was written a while ago, but I came across it, and I just wanted to put it out there, see if any of you guys had read it, and get some of y'all's thoughts on it in the comments. So let me read a few pieces of it to you. It's from the LA Times. It says, California hospitals face a war zone of sick patients and are setting up tents to treat them. It says, Anna Octay rushed to the hospital in late December struggling to breathe with a 102-degree fever and a cough that would not let up. She expected doctors to tell her she had pneumonia or bronchitis. They were just like, it's some mysterious sickness. It's just what's going around. She said, I was flat on my back and in bed for 10 straight days. This is hands down the worst virus I've ever dealt with. It says the huge numbers of sick people are also straining hospital staff who are confronting what could become California's worst flu season in a decade. Uh-oh. Worst what? Did you catch that? Worst flu season in a decade. This article was from January 16th, 2018. It's funny, man, when I found this, sure does read like it comes from 2020, doesn't it? Or 2021, and talking about, not the flu. But no, man, it's talking about the flu in 2018. Goes on to say, coping with the crowds. Cunningham, executive director for the hospital's emergency services, said she thought they would dismantle the tent after a few days that they had set up to treat the extra sick patients. But the staff are still treating 60 more patients each day than usual. In my career, I've never seen anything like it, she said. Officials say it's unclear whether the recent upswing in cases means the season is peaking early or this year's season is just particularly bad. Typically, the flu season, which runs from October through May, reaches its height in February. It's like trying to surf a tsunami, said Dr. Brian Johnston. Now we're running low on beds because many patients were admitted with severe flu. It seems like we're setting a record almost every day. It was like a flu war zone, said Candace Miller. I'm not a germaphobe or anything, but that will quickly make you one. Some administrators at hospitals with long wait times and crowded ERs have asked people who aren't severely ill to not seek medical treatment. Others concerned about the spread of illness within their walls have also started restricting who can enter the hospital. And it's got our Los Angeles and San Diego death counts listed here in a nice graph. Many hospitals also say they're too full to accept any more patients or ambulances. Also, it goes on to remind you that healthy people get sick too. We have patients every year, young, healthy patients, that end up in the hospital, even on a ventilator for months because of influenza. Here's the kicker. Doctors say that people who haven't yet gotten the flu shot should still get it. It takes about 2 weeks to take effect. National health officials, they predict that the shot may only be 30% effective this year. But the vaccine can reduce the severity and length of the illness for those who get sick, so it's still worth taking. Gotcha. In case you haven't caught on yet, this article is from 2018 talking about the flu. Reads like a playbook, doesn't it? A playbook right out of 2020. You see, man, 2020 and 2021 weren't nothing new. I mean, did people get sick? Yeah. They have been for thousands of years. Now, a lot of you guys already know this, and I'm not going to say anything new. But I wanted to just point out the key difference in 2018 when hospitals were full and overflowing and people were dying and young people were getting sick and dying from the flu. Why was that so different than 2020 and 2021? Well, the difference is in 2018, because of the flu, the government didn't tell people to stay in their homes. The government didn't try to fire anybody that refused to get a shot. Hey, at least that I know of. If you're from California during that time and they did, let me know. But no, man, nationwide, the government on every level took away your rights because people were getting sick. They told you what you could and could not do in your own freaking house, man. So what's the difference between 2018 and 2020? We let the government tell us what to do in 2020 and 2021. Half the dang country, or 99% of the country walked around wearing masks, man, to buy freaking groceries. Like robot idiots. All because the media told you to. And the government told you to. Everyone, you know, a lot of people don't like hearing this, man, because they say, I got coronavirus. I got it. And it was bad. I get that, man. I get it. A couple of these people got the flu in 2018 and it was bad. The problem is you can't give away your rights because people get sick. We've got sick for thousands of years. Always have got sick, always will. I think back to 2020 getting on an airplane. I freaking played the game too, man. You couldn't fly if you didn't have that stupid neck thing that you pulled up whenever people were looking, but you pulled down whenever you were eating and drinking on the plane. Oh yeah, I played the game too. Pisses me off. Question is, are we going to do it again? Are you going to do it again? Am I going to do it again? Because it's coming. A lot of people just play the game when the government tells them to or when the media tells them to. You see, the media wasn't, I mean, yeah, there was that article in LA Times in 2018, but there wasn't a flurry of news coverage with the death count every single day, every single waking minute telling you if you didn't wear a mask, you were going to kill people. That's why most people just gave in and did it. And some people like me who hated it from the freaking start did it when it was convenient for me, right? Like I put the stupid thing around my neck and covered my face when I needed to fly. Shouldn't have done that, man. I helped enable the tyranny that we faced, still face, and will face. Think about it, man. It's coming. It don't matter what it is. Don't worry about what it is, whether it's the avian flu or monkeypox or the daggum hippo virus from the down trenches of the rivers in Africa. I don't freaking give a crap where it comes from, if it's a natural virus, if it's made in a dang lab, because they're still doing gain of function research, which they are, including in the United States. I don't know what it'll be or where it'll come from or how deadly it'll be. But I know it's coming. And not to just spread fear, but it's just a fact, man. It's coming. So what are we going to do? What am I going to do? That's the question I want to ask. And be vigilant in the media. Articles that you were reading in 2020 and 2021 about the great sickness were, you can go read the same thing in 2018. Anyway, that's what's been on my mind. You got something out of this truck talk? Don't buy a hat or buy a t-shirt. I'm trying to get out of the dungeon, man. Come train with us, though. 3 of 7 project. We've got rite of passage courses, the basic course, the proving ground. It's all on the website, the newly designed website, by the way. So go check that out if you hadn't, and go check our training page, the training missions we offer. The whole team at 3 of 7 project would love to meet you guys and train with you. So with that said, I'm done talking, and I ain't gonna say enough said. Well, I just did, but I ain't ending with that because I don't like that. So I'll just say I'm done talking. See y'all next time.